putting her infant daughter's body in a dumpster. I'm Stephanie Rochon.
And I'm Bill Fitzgerald. Police arrested 27-year-old Shavaughn Robinson this morning, less than 12 hours after the baby girl's body was found in the fan. And police are now calling it a homicide. Shelby Brown spoke with the woman's family. And Shelby, they told you they had no idea she was even pregnant?
That's right, Bill. And Robinson's uncle, I spoke with him earlier. He says things just don't add up. He tells us the Shavaughn that he knows is a loving mother who had been working 2 jobs to take care of her 4-year-old son. He tells us that his niece and her son have been living with him and his mother since October, and that not long ago she actually graduated and was a licensed massage therapist, that she worked in 2 jobs. He also says that he did see the news last night about a baby that was left in a dumpster behind this building here on Monument Avenue. He said it never once crossed his mind that his niece would be involved.
She got
tremendously hurt and shocked. That's how this Richmond man describes how he feels after learning his 27-year-old niece Shavaughn Robinson is charged in a homicide case. Opting not to speak on camera, the uncle did answer our questions, saying he had no idea Robinson was pregnant. But Richmond police believe she was and tell us she's now charged with leaving her newborn in a dumpster behind a building that she worked in. The baby girl was discovered by a cleaning crew.
People were able to give us a good description. They were very cognizant of the times that they saw her, and we were able to build from that description to quickly identify.
Neighbor Patricia Murray recalls how stunned she was to hear the story on the news Tuesday night. Wednesday afternoon, she was equally shocked to learn that her neighbor's niece had been arrested for the crime. She says she just can't get past how the baby was discarded.
Hurtful to know that they would just dispose of it the way that they did, like garbage. And that's not a good feeling for humanity.
Robinson's uncle is desperate for answers. He says things seemed normal Tuesday when his niece came home around 6 p.m., washed clothes and read books to her son. He says he knows she left home sometime after 11 p.m. Richmond police tell us around 12:45 they arrested Robinson at her uncle's Wentbridge Road home.
Just one of those tragic incidents that takes place, and we just have to push through it and try to bring some closure for the infant.
Right now, Robinson is facing a felony charge of concealing a body. Authorities tell us additional charges could be added. Of course, CBS 6 will stay up to date on this story and bring you the very latest as new information becomes available. For now, we'll send it back to the studio.
Tuesday night.
CBS 6 News has just received new information into the newsroom from police about the case. Tracy Sears has that coverage. Tracy?
Stephanie, tonight a Richmond police source confirms that Shavaughn Robinson had given birth in the bathroom of her office building just moments before she allegedly placed the baby in a dumpster out in the alley. While she has only been charged with felony concealment of a body so far, police say those charges could soon be upgraded.
They are accusations that friends and family say they just can't believe. How a 27-year-old loving and doting mother could be charged in connection with leaving a newborn baby girl in a dumpster.
her son getting ready to turn 4.
According to family, the Shavaughn Robinson they know is a dedicated and caring person who works 2 jobs to support her family, not someone capable of doing what police allege she did.
At this point, Ms. Robinson is the only person that we have charged, and right now she is the only person that we have connected to this particular incident.
The body of the newborn infant was discovered around 8 o'clock Tuesday evening in a dumpster behind a medical building on Monument Avenue where Robinson worked. Eyewitnesses placed Robinson at the scene earlier in the day. But according to Robinson's uncle and her boss at another location where Robinson worked as a massage therapist, Robinson never appeared to be pregnant or let on that anything was bothering her.
We don't really know the facts of the case right now. We don't know whether the baby was alive or dead when it went in the dumpster. We don't know whether someone else caused the death or whether there was a negligent, accidental death to the child and she panicked.
However, police said on Wednesday that Robinson could soon face additional charges other than concealing a body. The infant's death has now been ruled a homicide. But Robinson's family, including her fiancé, are asking that people reserve judgment. Her fiancé wrote on his Twitter account Wednesday evening, "Everything is a test. Every day is a blessing. Every move can change your life. I believe that everybody deserves forgiveness, and I forgive you."
Now, Robinson will appear in juvenile and domestic relations court on Thursday morning. Bill.
Outside of a Richmond office space, we are learning about the impact this case is having on those who work in that building.
Shelby Brown is live now with the site. One employee says nearly made her stomach turn. Shelby?
Well, Julie and Lorenzo, we should mention that just a few moments ago, CBS 6 was able to speak to the man who works for that cleaning company. He's the man that made the horrifying discovery just a few days ago. He was the one that found the infant in a dumpster here at this medical office complex. He tells CBS 6 that he's just too distraught, too upset. He did not want to talk on camera, but he did tell us when he found the baby that the baby was wrapped in plastic and in paper towels. He says at this point he is still in disbelief, which is generally the sentiment that we've heard from workers time and time again over the last few days that we've been here. We talked to workers today. They say they wish there was more they could have done. Though she's not comfortable showing her face, this new mom with a 6-month-old who works in the Lee Medical Building doesn't mind sharing what's in her heart. She admits she's having a very difficult time knowing the discovery a cleaning crew made on Tuesday, a newborn baby girl in the dumpster.
When you have a child, you look at that child and your heart grows 10 times bigger. It kind of blows your mind to think that, somebody could do that.
A police source confirms 27-year-old Shavaughn Robinson, who worked in the building at a massage practice, gave birth in a bathroom not long before the infant was found. The same 6th-floor bathroom this worker used the next day before realizing what happened.
After I realized what had happened, it kind of dawned on me exactly, what I saw was, of course, where they had been doing the dusting and everything, and it turns your stomach to know that you had actually gone into that restroom where something like that had happened.
Clinical psychologist Dr. Alan Enton has worked in that building for 37 years. He says for Robinson to allegedly take such a bold action in a place that has cameras and a place that's so familiar shows how irrational the whole thing is. He can't ignore the question, what went so wrong in Robinson's life that led her to this point?
What is she reacting? What's she disturbed by? Why is she doing such an extreme behavior? We really don't know what's going on in people's heads. Just a poor, desperate young lady who finds herself in a terrible condition.
Recently, family members, friends, and some former co-workers told us that they had no idea Robinson was pregnant. She is now in custody without bond at this moment, and the Commonwealth's Attorney's Office, they tell us that additional charges could be filed sometime next week. For now, reporting live in the Fan, Shelby Brown, CBS 6 Studio.
Thank you, Shelby. And it's worth repeating, Shelby, that Virginia is a safe haven state. Under a 2003 law, a person can leave a baby up to 14 days old at any hospital, police, or fire station with no questions asked. The authorities say that 7 babies have been saved as a result.
Studio.
Thank you, Shelby. And it's worth repeating, Shelby, that Virginia is a safe haven state. Under a 2003 law, a person can leave a baby up to 14 days old at any hospital, police, or fire station with no questions asked. The authorities say that 7 babies have been saved as a result.
Studio.
Thank you, Shelby. And it's worth repeating, Shelby, that Virginia is a safe haven state. Under a 2003 law, a person can leave a baby up to 14 days old at any hospital, police, or fire station with no questions asked. The authorities say that 7 babies have been saved as a result.